Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your love and relationship reading for you. Now, whenever this reading finds you is the exact moment Spirit wants you to hear it, so just be aware of that. Oh, I love this. The card started talking. You have the sun right at the middle. That is fantastic, Scorpio. So beautiful. Now, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. So thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It is linked in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you. So let's see what the tarot has to say. As she's already been a chatty Cathy, we have the sun right at the center of things. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Judgment. The Hangman. The Ten of Pentacles. Love it. Angels and spirit guides. The Page of Cups. The Two of Wands. The Lovers, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. And we have two, the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Okay, I like this reading. It's a little sassy, which I respect, but this is really quite beautiful. Now, there is a fear around love that is coming forward, so just be aware of that you can be like, I really want love, or I really want to strengthen the love in the relationship that I'm in, but there is a fear and a chaos that is around things that will be looked at and dealt with during this time. At the heart of everything is the sun. It is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. It's a yes answer if you are looking for a yes or a no. And it is a sense of letting your heart shine, of letting your joy come forward, of embracing happiness, joy, success, prosperity, beauty, bounty, abundance, and really embracing your heart and what you love. Now, the challenge here, so this is radiance and brilliance, and it's letting yourself shine. Now, the challenge is the Page of Pentacles. All right? Now, this is an earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is also an energy, Scorpio, of like being afraid. There's a sense here of like being afraid to be a student in love, meaning that I should already know things. It's like, why? Why should you already know things? If you're in a relationship, okay, and you're like, oh, well, we've been together for decades, right? I should know everything about this person. People still surprise us all the time. It's like, whoa, okay, didn't expect that. But there is also this sense of like, everything is always changing. Everything is always new. And it might not always seem that way. But if you are looking for love, you are going to be a student of that person. That person's going to be a student of you, learning, growing, connecting together. And here with the Page of Pentacles, now you could have had a very childish earth energy, okay? Or somebody who is very childish with money, and it makes you kind of like step back. It's like, okay, are you going to be responsible with this? Are you not going to be responsible with money, or what you value as much as money, right? Your heart, type of thing. So being aware of that is going to be important. There's a sense of, am I going to be hurt? Okay. At your root, you're looking at love in one very certain way. Okay. It's like, this is how love is going to manifest forward. This is how I'm going to do it. This is how they say to do it online. This is what everybody's telling me on wherever, or these are the dating sites. This is how I should be doing things. And Spirit is going to take you in a completely different direction. And there's a surprise, there's a beauty to it, but there's also a frustration. There's something that like you're going to be pulled in that direction. It's going to be because you're frustrated. It's going to be because you're overwhelmed. It's going to be because like the chaos of emotions is just too much. And you're like, okay, I need like some sanity here. And then all of a sudden you start to see yourself in a very different way. You start to see love in a very different way. You start to see what you want with authenticity and honesty. And it moves you then to the energy that is now leaving. And that's judgment. And judgment is the sense of like, for a very long time, Scorpio, you've judged yourself. Okay. For a very long time, you tried to fit yourself into a box you were never meant to fit into. And that was harsh. Like that was a harsh lesson to learn. And it left scars, it left hurts, it left pains along the way. And now you're seeing yourself rise into the power of what it is that you want. But you're also answering this bigger call. Like there's a sense around you, like either if you're in a relationship, we need to connect more. If you are looking for a relationship, there's a sense of like, well, now's the right time. And you might have been very kind of scornful of love. Like I'm going to work on my career. I'm going to work on myself, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. Right. And it's like, I don't need the agita that comes with love. And here there is a sense of you stepping out of this box and saying, but I do want the agita that comes with love, right? I do want the complexity that comes with all of this. And I do want the complexity that comes with being openly and honestly me, joyful and respectfully me. And so you're embracing that joy, you're embracing that beauty, you're opening up that door in a exquisite way. And it moves you to your strength, which is the Hangman. You see things differently than everybody else. And now, Scorpio, throughout your life, you have been told that you need to see things in this certain way. You need to stop daydreaming. You need to stop, the creativity. You need to stop the kind of like connection with spirit and like the off the beaten track type of way that you operate in this world and be more like this. What? Who knows? Spirit's here to tell you, I'm here to tell you, you need to be powerfully, beautifully, and unapologetically you. And embracing your love, your joy, embracing your success, looking at things differently. It's been painful lessons, but your strength is that you are different. Your strength is that you are powerfully and unapologetically you. And that's also what you've woken up to, that life here is short. It's beautiful. It's painful. It's overwhelming. But live it to its fullest. Enjoy it to the umpteenth degree. And let that joy and let that prosperity be a part of you, because you've awakened to that, where others slumber through it their whole entire lives. People will want you to fit in. You will hear that from partners that aren't right for you. Why aren't you more like this? Why aren't you more like that? You can also hear it from a partner who is right for you when you get into a fight and they use the dirty tactics of knowing where it hurts when you fight, to be like, well, why can't you just be normal? And it's like rude. That's when you need to walk away. Not fester in the emotions, just walk away and say, but I am me and I love who I am, and mean it openly and honestly. It moves you then to the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is prosperity and success. The Ten of Pentacles is bounty and abundance. It's a completion of a cycle, right? With wealth and what you value as much as money. But it's also a completion of a cycle when it comes to love. Because what is more valuable than all the gold in the world? It's having somebody to share it with, and it's being loved, and it's being cared about and being cared for. And it's caring for people and caring about others. You're breaking a generational cycle, Scorpio. And you thought, oh, well, I don't get to have the nice things because look at XYZ, right? It all didn't work out the way it should have. There are broken pieces here. And it always felt like shattered glass. Like you don't know where you're going to step, where you might get the glass in your foot, and then that's a pain in the tush to get out, right? So here, with the Ten of Pentacles, there's a sense of bringing to the table what it is that you want, but keeping to yourself what it is that is sacredly important to you. And standing in your power and in your strength. You're breaking generational cycles because you're seeing you openly and honestly. And you're saying, I'm not my ancestors. I'm not the past. I'm not history. We can learn from it, most definitely. But we're not, forced to repeat it over and over again, like some sort of Groundhog's Day. So you're stepping into your power. You're stepping into yourself. You're stepping into what it is that you want. And you're becoming very aware of this. This is the near future. You're becoming very aware of this is the prosperity, success, and bounty that I want. You're also going to see, again, at the root of you, spirit pulling you in a direction where you thought, no, it's supposed to be this way, right? We're supposed to take this path. And spirit's like, no, trust me. And that can be hard. And that can be overwhelming because it's like spirit is asking for a lot, and spirit is. But it moves you then to the Page of Cups. You becoming a student of emotions, of love. You could have been experiencing a lot of emotions lately as the world is crazy, as there's a lot to be emotional about. And so here you are looking at what it is that you truly want in your life. And as you do so, you're going to find that spirit gives you a gift. Now, it can be a person comes into your life and you're like, wow, okay, never thought that would happen, right? At the grocery store, what the heck, type of thing. And I'm just using the grocery store as a random example. It doesn't mean like check out everybody at the grocery store, though you can, live your best life. Here with the Page of Cups, it's embracing your heart, and it's having that surprise of the fish jumping into the cup. He doesn't have a fishing rod. He isn't sitting there being like, I'm going to fish. I'm going to get all this stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I was so lucky as to catch this fish. It's moving forward and healing. It's standing firm in the chaotic world. It's being a student of what you love, and it's letting yourself be a student. You do not have to have all the answers. You can have a heck of a lot of questions, and that's perfectly fine. But it's embracing your love, your joy, your prosperity, your success, and it's seeing yourself with openness and honesty, beauty and brilliance. And it moves you then to the Two of Wands. Now, I have a friend who insists that the Two of Wands is your twin flame card. And I always think that's so funny because I look at them, I was like, seriously, twin flames? Because I'd be skeptical. All right, with the twin flame energy, is there one person for your soul? Do I believe in soulmates? Do you believe in soulmates? Like, let me know in the comment box below. I believe your soul has many, many mates to it. And it's not like, it's not that you have to be in all these different relationships. It's that your soul calls to many different people in your lifetime. And they will teach you many different lessons that you have had to learn, that you've accumulated through many different lives. With the Two of Wands, you're opening the door to what it is that you want, what it is that you need, and what it is that you're looking for within yourself. And by opening up the door here in a love and relationship reading, which, I mean, to be honest, everything is about love and romance. Well, I guess romance is not the right word, but love and relationships. Every interaction you have is a relationship in one way or another, and love just makes the world go round. So embracing love is a beautiful thing. With the Two of Wands, opening up your heart to love, opening up your heart to what it is that you want in love, in passion, and in beauty for you is important. Looking at your future and saying, this is what I want to manifest forward is important. Visualizing what it is that you want is important. Not that they have to be this tall, have this color hair, have this job, make this much money. I mean, a job and making money is important. Like, those can be non-negotiables, that they have a job and they make money. But saying that they have to have this career, they have to be just like this, don't do that to yourself. That's where spirit is pulling you onto a different path, where it's like, this is what I want their energy to feel like. I want them to see me. I want them to listen to me. I want them to show up for me. And you'll be surprised at the person who steps into that arena and says, I see you. I'm showing up for you. We've got this. And it's moving forward in that knowledge. And it's moving forward in that love. And it brings you then to the Lovers. And that's a hope and a fear. This is Gemini energy. Time frame is May 21st to June 20th. So whenever you're seeing this reading, it can be a lot of hope and fear around that time, right? But with the Lovers, it is the hope and the fear around an angel-blessed love, around a connection with the L, meaning the Gabriel, the ending of the L for an angel name. Okay, Gabriel, Daniel, Michael, is Daniel, Michael, an angel name, Azrael, those type of names. Here, with the Lovers, there is a sense of moving forward in love, but being afraid of letting somebody know you that well. There can be also a sense of, here with the snake motif. Now, snakes, we can think of, in Christianity, you tread upon the snake, you tread upon the serpent, which is a representative of the devil. But snakes in older religions were a symbol of transformation, because they could shed their skin and still live. They could transform. Does love transform? Yes, it does. Are you scared of the transformation? Are you up for the wild ride that it can provide? Are you looking at yourself and saying, I have to be one way? Because she's dressed in yellow, the color of the sun. He's dressed in indigo, the color of the night sky. And so he is embracing the feminine. She is embracing the masculine. And so it is saying that we will take on different roles. We will take on, different motifs within our lives. But I am showing up for you, and I am connecting with you. And as you are showing up for me and connecting with me. And there's an angel blessing to that. There's a power to that. This is moving forward in love. This is moving forward in duality. The duality of spirit of a Gemini energy, representative of the twins. We have a complexity within us. We're all not just one way or another. And it moves you then to the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So the Eight of Swords is overthinking and overanalyzing. You will have a tendency to get too much in your own head. Let it go. I know that's really hard to do. It's like, Elsa, let it go, let it go. Okay? You will make up stories in your head. We all do it. Okay? When it comes to relationships, when it comes to somebody that we like, oh my gosh, it could be this, it could be that. Let it go. What it is, it is. What it isn't, it isn't. But do not chain yourself to one person, to one thing. Say, this is the energy that I want. This is what I want to build. This is what I'm excited for. And this is how I'm stepping forward. Because you have the Ace of Cups right here. And this is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you healing, beautiful love. And it's a love that you take. You take it with a childlike innocence. But it's a love that you have taken with a childlike innocence, and you've been burnt before. And so you overthink, you overanalyze. And you say, well, maybe love isn't for me. It is. Even if it's just a way to live your life. We have all been loved. right? Even if that love is from a cat, a dog, or hamster, it doesn't matter. We have all known love in a very big way, in a small way. And this is letting the hurts of the past wash away. And it's saying I'm not defined by the way love didn't work out in my life. I've learned how not to love. I have learned what to look out for in love. I have learned whom not to trust. But I am not going to be held back by fear of love. Not anymore. You were for a bit there, Scorpio. And now you've changed your tune. You're stepping into you with a veracity, a complexity, a honesty that is exquisite. It moves you then to your spirit message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is divinity, which has been coming up a lot in these lovely readings, which is quite interesting. Listen to the divine within you and know that you are part of the divine, that stardust runs through your veins. The god's head was hidden within you when the gods got together and said, where do I hide the sacredest of treasures? And they asked on the top of the mountain in the deepest part of the sea out in space. And they all said, no, man will look there. The only place he will never look is in himself. You look within yourself. See that spark of the divine. Let it move you forward in exquisiteness. It moves you then to your chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Spiritual awakening and Mother Earth. This is the crown chakra, the spiritual awakening. The earth chakra this is the soul star chakra, Mother Earth. Connecting with the earth is going to be really important to you. Don't shut yourself away in a house like a cave person, right? We tend to do that. We go from the house to the office to whatever indoor buildings we are in. I mean, if it's, where I am, it is super cold. It is super winter outside, even though it is still technically fall, right? And so here it is the sense of like needing to connect with the earth, needing to get outside, even though it might be a bit uncomfortable. If you are physically unable to, if you're like, Dane, I can't go outside, sit by the window, open up the window, but also visualize yourself in a beautiful garden and let that energy be a part of you. The spiritual awakening is that you need to trust your own intuitiveness, which for one reason or another, Scorpio, because you are so aligned with the universe, okay, because you walk the veil of the spirit world and the waking world, you can have a tendency not to trust your intuitive self because you were told that was bad, that was lying, that was sneaking, that was, whatever. And now you're trusting the intuitive world again, and you are trusting your intuitive self. And you're going to see yourself open up into power, into tenacity, into resources that were once denied to you. And it is charming, it is beautiful, and it is powerful. It moves you then to the energy to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you have the Eight of Swords that's crowning you. It's like it can stop you from taking the gift of love. It can stop you from saying, yes, I will open my heart to this love. I will take this leap of faith on what it is that I want, because you will overthink it, you will overanalyze it, and you will say, these are all the ways that it could go wrong. You'll be right. Like, those are all the ways it could go wrong. Absolutely right. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try. So here it is saying, I'm getting out of my own way. I'm getting out of my own head. It moves you then to the subconscious spirit message. And that is celestial. Knowing that the stars and the movement of the planets and your connection with this earth, it matters. Celestially, you are more aligned than you think you are. And it means more to you than you think it does. It moves you then to your chakra message. And this is communication, which is also been coming up a lot. Now, communication in relationships, good idea. Third chakra coming through. But this is also communicating with yourself. What do you want from love? What are you looking for in love? What are you looking for in your life? And also communicating, knowing that you're picking up on the energies of so many different people around you, of so much around you, that it can be overwhelming. And it can be hard to like push out the noise and to say, but this is important to me. This is my love. This is my passion. This is what I desire from my life and for my life. So just be aware of that. Say what it is that you want. Say it to yourself. You don't have to say it to anybody else. It isn't like walking around with everything being a confessional. Say what it is that you want to yourself. and see how true that rings. And keep on saying it. Be like, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. Or you know what? No, not true anymore. Don't want that anymore. The High Priestess. Do not listen to anybody else's intuitive power but your own. Okay? This is somebody here, the High Priestess, will come across as somebody who's like, I have all the answers. They don't. They might have what works for them. Okay? Everybody has what works for them. But we grow and change. And we can find that what works for us one day does not work for us the next day. This is somebody who is very rigid in the beliefs and just thinks, if you do exactly what I say, everything will be okay. Do not give your power over to anybody, Scorpio. Hold your power. Hold your truth. Embrace what it is that you want from your life and move it forward. Be aware of this. It moves you then to your subconscious tarot message, and I love it. It is the Queen of Cups. You go from being a student to having this gift that you take and you're learning to subconsciously saying, I walk as a queen in love. I embrace my healing. I embrace my heart. I move forward from chaos and hurt and pain. I move forward from the chaos in this world. I'm not usurped by it. I'm not trampled down by it. I'm not washed away by it. I move forward in my love. And I let my kindness, my sensitivity, my compassion, I let it shine. And I let myself shine in a way that I was afraid to before. It is fully embracing you, Scorpio. And it's embracing the sacred feminine power of you. And we have a hard time with that in our world. We tend to look at the sacred masculine power and say that's what power is. Everybody does that. Everybody goes, oh, that's women's work. Oh, that's a girl thing, with scorn. But it's beautiful. Men and women say it. And men and women, everybody in between. Instead of saying that, finding the beauty that is you and is compassion and love and peace. We can see it in medieval kings. I love the medieval times. Like that is just a passion of mine. And you can see it in medieval kings when their wife dies. And the person who kept them grounded to humanity and peace goes away. And now they are just fierceness and anger and sorrow. That is not a way to live. It is not an energy that wants to be embraced or that we should want to embrace. This with peace and love. When queens were called peace weavers, that's an important title. We tend to poo-poo it, but we could use a peace weaver right now. That'd be really great. So here, embracing peace, embracing love, and embracing healing is an amazing thing. All right, Scorpio, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. And I wish you nothing but love in your life. Bye.